let's talk about one of the most frustrating things about working with AI. That feeling of ambiguity, right? You ask for something good, but what you get back is a total roll of the dice. Well, today, we're going to fix that. We're diving into a simple but incredibly powerful pattern that will completely change how you get quality work from your AI.
Does this sound familiar? You spend time crafting a prompt, you hit enter, and the result is, well, it's okay. It's not wrong, but it's not great either. It feels like the AI is just taking a shot in the dark, guessing what you actually mean by make it professional or give it a clear structure. If you've been there, you're definitely not alone. And trust me, there is a much better way.
You see, the real problem is that we're unintentionally forcing our AI to play a guessing game. When we don't give it a crystal clear definition of what success looks like, it has no choice but to improvise. It has to guess at the tone, the depth, the structure, and that's why the results are so wildly unpredictable. And that guessing game, it leads directly to all these headaches we know so well. The tone is all over the place. The structure changes with every generation. The writing feels generic and bland. It's this constant gap between what you pictured in your head and what shows up on the screen. And that's exactly what we're here to solve.
So, what's the fix? Well, the solution is surprisingly elegant and direct. It's called the Quality Standards Pattern, and it's specifically designed to wipe out that ambiguity and put you firmly back in the driver's seat. So what is it really? At its heart, it's just a structured way to communicate exactly what you want. Instead of letting the AI guess, you give it a blueprint for success. You're telling it precisely what good looks like before it even starts working.
And the really cool part is, this pattern gives you two simple but powerful ways to provide that blueprint. You can either show the AI what you want, or you can tell it. Let's break down what that means.
Okay, so in Mode 1, Show Excellence, you're basically giving the AI examples of finished work that you absolutely love. The AI studies those examples and then mirrors that style, that tone, that structure. Now in Mode 2, Define Excellence, you get way more explicit. You provide a super clear rubric, like a checklist of criteria the final output has to meet. It's kind of like the difference between showing a chef a picture of a dish versus handing them the detailed recipe.
Now, what's really fascinating here is why this is so incredibly effective. It totally changes the AI's job. It's no longer just about pure creation. It's about careful calibration to your standards. Think about it. Clear constraints don't limit creativity. They focus it. You're building a much more reliable process.
So yeah, this works because it takes all the guesswork out of the equation. It forces the AI to anchor its work to something concrete, either your examples or your rules. It has no choice but to match your standards instead of making things up. And that's how you finally get rid of that frustrating ambiguity and start getting results that feel consistent and intentional every single time.
All right, enough theory. That all sounds good, but let's get our hands dirty and see what this actually looks like in practice. We're going to build a prompt right now using Mode 2, Define Excellence, to rewrite a pretty standard internal announcement.
Building this prompt is so straightforward. It's just 3 simple steps. First, you tell the AI you're using the Quality Standards Pattern. Second, you tell it which mode you're using, in our case, Mode 2. And third, you provide the actual standards, that rubric we talked about. That's it.
And here's what those standards can look like as a rubric. I mean, look at how specific this is. We're defining the exact tone, confident, concise. We're telling it we need scannable bullets. We're even defining the level of detail, clarity, and the exact word count. There is absolutely zero room for misinterpretation here. The AI knows its targets perfectly.
And then, the final piece of the puzzle is the command itself. After you've laid out all the rules of the game, you just hand the AI the ball. You simply say, okay, now apply these standards to this text. It's clean, it's direct, and it is unbelievably effective. When you really boil it down, this pattern does something pretty remarkable. As the source material puts it so well, it's one of the fastest ways to raise both the floor and the ceiling of your AI's work. What that means is you're not just preventing bad outputs, you're also enabling truly excellent ones. So, by taking a moment to define what excellence means to you, you transform your AI from a creative gambler into a reliable, creative partner. The question stops being, I wonder what I'll get back, and instead becomes, what will I create next? Now that quality is a clear, measurable standard, not just a lucky guess.